You know this feeling, right? Sunday morning, your head is pounding and your mouth is dry and you're too embarrassed to look at your phone because you don't really remember what you did last night. That's the hangover. A regular, a human one. Now imagine a hangover that cost your company $4 million. Welcome to 2026. Welcome to the era of the great AI hangover. For the past 2 years, we were at a party. We called it vibe coding. You remember when Andrej Karpathy said, "Forget the code, just write in English." And we believed him. Oh, well, we believed him. We smashed tab on our IDEs and generated entire microservices with only one prompt. You are a senior software engineer with 15 years of experience. Just make it look cool. The dopamine was flowing. We felt like gods, the architects of the universe. But any addiction specialist will tell you, fast dopamine always comes with a price. Right now, thousands of projects are built on pure vibe, and tech debt are starting to rot. And this is not an explosion, it's decay. It's called AI Slop. It's the code that looks like it works. It passes the happy path test, but inside it's a minefield. You open a project to fix one small button and you realize you have no idea how it works. The AI wrote 5,000 lines of spaghetti code. It hard-coded API keys and created dependencies that should not exist. This is a technical debt you borrowed from a neural network at a 500% interest rate. And today is the payday. Sounds familiar, right? This feeling when your smart agent gets stuck in a loop and burns the entire monthly budget just trying to fix one mistake it has made themselves. When a security finds your customer data exposed because a random junior developer fed the client database to some random browser plugin. That's what the shadow AI is. And it's what's killing your production environment right now while you watch this video. We are drowning in the digital garbage that we created ourselves. Party's over, everyone. Breathe out. Imagine for a second that it can be different. Imagine a world where you are no longer a digital janitor cleaning up the robot's hallucinations. Imagine that AI is not your drunk buddy creating mess, but rather your 8th grade intern, extremely powerful and strictly controlled. In that world, you are no longer afraid to deploy it on Friday because you have a system. You are an architect. You don't write boilerplate code that's boring, but you design intention. You conduct an orchestra of agents, but unlike the vibe coder, you know exactly what's happening under the hood. Your code is clean, it has passed through the rigorous filters, we call them guardrails, and not one hallucination, not one vulnerability will leak into production because you are responsible for the code your agent team has built. Do you feel the difference? It's the feeling of control. It's the calm confidence of a professional who knows, no matter what the neural network throws at us, the system will stand firm. Your data is safe because you are not copying API keys into the public chat. Do you feel the difference? It's the feeling of control. That's the problem with why agents fail at complex tasks. The real problem with why agents fail on complex tasks is that the orchestrator often gives them too many things to do at once without adequate challenge or review. It's an orchestra. As an orchestra conductor, you don't want the same people to play trumpet or violin at the same time because they might not be good at both of these tasks, or because in some places you might need them both instruments playing at the same time. It's the calm confidence of a professional who knows no matter what the neural network throws at us, the system will stand firm. In this world, you are worth more, way, way more. Because the ones who survive won't be the ones who just know how to hit tab. The ones who survive are the ones who know how to debug an architect. This is the status of an augmented architect. And this is the only place in 2026 when you will find money and respect. Do you want to be there? Then stop playing with toys and let's get back to engineering. From hangover to architect, 3 protocols. So we want to move from the hangover state to the architect state. Vibe won't help there. You need discipline. And here's your breach. 3 engineering protocols to separate the professional from an amateur. First step, you should own the code. The code the agent writes is still your code. It will be committed under your name, so you must read it and rewrite it if needed. Ask yourself these questions. Would I have written the code this way? Does it contain any unnecessary features, extra checks, or redundant functionality? Can I break this down into smaller submodules or functions? Step 2. Architect the process, not just the output. don't ask your agent to write all the code at once. Imagine you're adding a new feature to a pipeline, and how would that look like without AI agents? First, you would start with the feature design. You will ask yourself, or you can ask the agent to describe this task to itself. Define the goals, constraints, technologies, tech stack, and the final result. Analyze and brainstorm. You would consider different options how this can be built. You can ask the agent to analyze the current code and propose possible solutions, discussing the pros and cons for each of them in the thinking mode. Read this proposal carefully. Then read them once again. Think about them. Then you would ask, or you would get requirements. So instruct the agent to write the technical requirements for the feature based on your choice and any additional comments you had in the process. Then you can pass to the execution. You can ask an agent to execute this feature. And finally, review. Read every line the agent offers you. Very carefully, thoughtfully, and challenge him. Step 3. Master the boring basics. No, I'm serious. The smarter AI gets, the more critical your fundamental knowledge becomes. Why? Because when white code breaks, and it will break, no AI will be able to save you. Only knowing how the HTTP, databases, memory, or machine learning algorithm works will let you debug that mess. AI writes the syntax, but you build the architecture. The intellectual property of the future is not the code, it's the system architecture and your prompts. I hear a question. Hold on, but that's so slow, that kills all the fun at speed. Listen, fast driving downhill with no brakes is very fun until you hit the first tree. Engineering is not about riding fastest, it's about reaching the target intact. We are moving from code generation to system design, and it's much harder, but that's what the grown-up money is paid for. 2026 will not be kind to vibe coders. Markets are saturated with juniors relying on autocomplete, but there is a clear shortage of real engineers who can tame the chaos, and this shortage will only grow. Don't be the ones whose project die, be the ones who build them. I've prepared an anti-hangover checklist for you. You can download it in the description, and it contains steps for auditing your project. Everything from checking for AI Slop and setting up the guardrails. The link is in the description. Grab it, implement it, turn on your brain now. All the best.